after you get to
Hey Creek, my name is Sophie Shepard, and I would like to be next year's Student Body Treasurer. First, I want to start by addressing the question that most of us in here have probably heard at least a few times. What does Senate even do? When I'm asked this question, a few things come to mind. Power Week, Spirit Week, prom. But I think that we all feel that Senate is not just comprised of a bunch of event planners. We do these things to support our fellow Bruins as well as give back to our community. We do these things not because we have to or just because Dr. K and Mr. Weiss tell us to, but because we really care. For me, Senate has helped shape me into the person that I am today. In 8th grade, when the opportunity to run for Senate first arose, I knew that it was something I wanted to be a part of. Unfortunately, I didn't win. It would have been easy to give up after losing this first election. Just like the rest of middle school, I could have just pretended that it never happened. And I have to admit, I almost did. I was scared that I wasn't good enough to be in Senate. I was scared of what my peers would think about me, and I was scared of failing again. Putting yourself out there, especially at a school as big as Creek, is terrifying, but I'm so glad that I did. Walking into Senate my first day sophomore year, I felt intimidated and overwhelmed. I doubted myself and my capabilities as a leader. I never thought that I would be standing here in front of you all as a candidate for executive board. I'm a different person than I was that first day sophomore year. Senate has taught me to be a more confident, inclusive, and determined version of myself. It has taught me to use my voice to speak up about the things I care about, as well as listen to what others have to say. There have definitely been times along the way when I couldn't help but feel insignificant among the 39 other senators and didn't know where my place was. But I think what I learned the most about these experiences is that simply feeling these things does not make me any less of a leader. In fact, understanding this struggle allows me to relate to others and has made me into a better leader. I think that this is the most important aspect of any leadership position, ensuring that everyone feels significant and included. And if elected, I will do my best to create this environment, not just in Senate, but at Creek as a whole. Though I'm not the young entrepreneur that Emmett is, I know that I'm prepared to fill his shoes by taking on the responsibilities of student body treasurer. I won't stand up here and tell you every achievement I've ever had, starting with all the Little League participation trophies, to try and convince you to vote for me. Instead, I hope that what I have done in Senate these past 2 years speaks for itself. I feel that what qualifies me most for this position is my love and dedication for Senate. It's in this class that I've made mistakes and learned from them, grown as a person as well as a leader, and found some of my very best friends. Walking into 8th period every day, I love being surrounded by the people who care about their school, their peers, their community, and most importantly, care about each other. So the next time someone asks you what Senate even does, be sure not to only tell them the things that we do, but also the reason why we do it, because we care. To conclude my speech, I would like to thank the seniors for slating me for this position. I'm truly humbled and kind that you all see the potential in me to fulfill the duties of student body treasurer. I promise that if I'm elected, I will not let Senate or the rest of Creek down. Thank you, and remember to vote Shepard.
What is one thing that you have done in Senate this year in which you were a leader? Describe that event and how you demonstrated your leadership.
I think that one event that definitely allowed me to show leadership was the talent show for Power Week. So I was in the talent show committee last year too, and so I was really excited this year when I had the opportunity to be the head with Max and Blake. I think that how I demonstrated leadership in this position was being able to kind of keep everything organized and keep us all focused on the task at hand. Because sometimes I feel like we can get all wrapped up in the big picture and like creating a good talent show, but we kind of forget about the little things. So I think the way that I was a leader was reminding us all of the small tasks that we had to do and couldn't forget about.
Awesome. What is a challenge that you have faced in the past, and how did you overcome it? What did you learn from the experience, and how will this benefit you as student body treasurer?
Yeah, so I think that one challenge that I've faced is, one challenge that I think I faced that will help me with being a student body treasurer is in cross country. So I run cross country, and sophomore year I was on A team, and I really thought that running was something that would I would carry into college and something that I would do and I really prided myself at being good at it. And then this year when I went for cross country, I just was not as good as I used to be, and I wasn't on A2 anymore. And so I think that I was able to understand the importance of determination and not giving up even when things aren't working out for you. So I think that would help me translate it into the role as student body treasurer, because even if something isn't going as planned, I think that you're able to still think about the reason why you're doing it, not just the product. So, yeah.
Thank you.